Mm. Hey,
Hey Sarah, how's it going?
good. How about you?
So Josh couldn't get it, so I sent out one. So I'm letting him know we were in it together, but oops.
Well, thank you for yeah, I normally get his, so it was kind of odd that I wasn't getting.
Yeah, it could be a communication problem. I don't know.
Were you getting them then?
Yeah, I got his, but I decided I would try to get you into it. So we'll see if Josh gets it. The message because I invited him in the meeting as well. So
Sweet. So, did you have a good weekend?
yeah, did you? A
Yeah, it was good.
lot of work.
But yeah, I had work on Saturday, and then just a lot of homework, and so
Okay. Well, yeah, homework's fun. Not really. No.
nope.
How much longer do you have, Sarah?
Um, to be in school, or I'm on my fourth full semester, so I still
Oh,
don't know 100% of like I'm not 100% sure of what I want to go into. So,
oh, okay. So something with social science, like psychology,
probably probably more like work
social.
or sociology, but I
Okay.
don't know yet.
So social work, you have to get into a specific program, right?
You have to apply after you finish your prereqs. So,
Okay. And yeah, so you're not 100% sure. What do you like to do? What is it that really drives you?
um, I don't know. Like I like hanging, well, I like being around children, but then at the same time, daycare is just too overwhelming. So,
Oh yeah.
it,
That was,
yeah, I don't know.
that was a good time. Hey Josh,
Hey, Josh.
Hello, it works. Yay.
did it work? All right. It's probably just some sort of communication something or
Mhm.
other right now with Google or something.
Yeah, because I still did not get your invite, Josh, which I normally do. So that was kind of weird.
I don't know. I kept sending it.
Yeah, I was getting nothing, and then Trevor's came right through. So I don't know.
Well,
Yep.
like when we were Josh and I were talking, it was really staticky with me, so it was kind of weird.
Oh, okay.
Something weird.
Yeah, maybe on Google's end.
Yeah, must be.
Well, we got it working now.
Oh yeah. And Josh is back
Thank
from
goodness.
vacation.
Sadly, I'm back to work. Vacation's
Ah,
over.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I was going to try to meet up with you guys last Thursday, but it just didn't work because I was going to take the quiz and my computer decided it had to reboot for like 4 hours. And so we went to Disneyland and I got back at like 9 or something and I took the quiz.
Oh man.
don't you just hate that? Technology issues.
Yeah, like the worst possible time is when it came in.
Yeah.
I know. Like technology is wonderful when it works, but when it doesn't, it's like,
It can be temperamental. It's like a person sometimes. Like they have moods.
yep.
So you're saying you have to sweet talk it to make it to work?
Pretty much sometimes. Or I yell at it and then it works
Nice
eventually.
computer, nice computer. Nice internet. Nice internet. That's the worst. You're taking a test or a quiz, and all of a sudden your internet quits. Decides it wants to stop working,
The worst.
and there's nothing you can do. You know, you're at the mercy of the internet.
Now with iLearn 3, it seems like, I don't know, with
It's more
iLearn 2,
complicated.
save your answers and stuff and then come back as long as it's not timed.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I know I have done that before. I don't know if it was this quiz with iLearn 3 or iLearn 2, but yeah, some quizzes you could actually save it. You just didn't submit it. So then you can come back, and as long as you, it wouldn't be graded until you submitted it. Others, once you opened them, you had to finish them.
Yeah, which is unfortunate sometimes.
I think that depends on the teacher, because I had one teacher, with some of them was once you open them, you had to finish, where I think maybe some of the bigger ones, you could actually open them, save them, and come back.
Yeah, I think you're...
You guys ready?
Uh-huh.
All righty. Let's do it.
Okay. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We only have 14.
Only 14 questions?
14 questions.
All right, we got this. True. True.
Okay.
So question 3, you have to use the normal probability applet, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. To find the margin of error. All right. This is fun. So the Z-score, it's 1.65 or 1.
Yeah, I got 645 if you don't round.
Okay. So the margin of error is 1.65. 1.65 times
So you got
standard
1
deviation
point.
over the standard deviation is 50 over n.
So do you have to put that number into a formula? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do the z-score. You do the z-score times the standard deviation over n over the sample.
Now, isn't it square root of n, or is it just n?
It's sorry, it's the square root of n.
Okay.
So it's 1.645 times 50 divided by the square root of 25?
Yeah.
Did you get 16.45?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay.
So it says round to 3 decimal places is at 16.50.
You got 16.45?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would we just leave it 0.45 or put 0.450 for 3 decimal places?
It says 3 decimal places. That's a good question. 45 should be the same as 450.
Yeah.
It should be. It's the zero.
I mean, it seemed weird if I don't know. Do you want to put the 0?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Let's see. How many other ones say this? Let's see.
I think we might be okay. Maybe it's just if it's a bigger number, like number past the decimal point, but we might be okay just to leave it at 0.45.
I think just leave it at 0.45.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Question 4.
Which of the following
Which
statement
following-
is true?
All right. Is it the second one? Because a sample mean is a estimator of the population mean, right?
I think I remember talking about that.
Yeah. I found it in the lesson. It says that the sample mean of the X bar estimates the U mean.
Yeah, so it's got to be either the second or third one, right?
Yeah. The third one isn't, I don't think, because the X bar is more of a point estimator. It's not it's what you're trying to find with the sample. So it estimates what the population could be.
Point estimators.
That's why I think it's the second one, but could be wrong. It's not the first one for sure, or the last one.
Yeah.
Or in an interval estimator. Let's look at that one.
It says they're used to estimate a parameter, which are generally unknown values. Oh, yeah, the parameter would be the U or the mean. For a parameter based on a statistic.
If you guys go to your on the reading, you look at point estimators. It'll show a little bar a chart, and it shows the statistic part and then versus the parameter part.
So you think that the U is a point estimator of the X?
I think the X bar is a point estimator of the U.
Okay. So you think it's the second one?
Yeah, I believe so.
That's a little confusing.
Yeah,
I know.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not always straightforward, I guess.
No, the materials and lessons they give you don't really translate into helping with the questions.
No, not 100%.
Nope.
That's
Okay.
always okay. The question 5.
Yes. Gina wants to construct a 95% confidence interval for GMAT scores. She knows the standard deviation is 113, and so she collects a simple random sample of a size of 64 and computes the X equals 526. So what is the point estimate for the true GMAT score? Shouldn't it just be the mean?
It's 1.96. The point
Yeah, if you put it in a normal probability applet, you get 1.960.
Yeah, so just be 1.96, right?
Is that what
Yeah.
it's asking for?
Yep. Exactly. Your point estimate.
Well,
You don't need the N or the X.
Nope.
so now 1.96, isn't that also the z-score too?
Yeah. In the equation, it has like, so x bar minus z for the confidence interval. The
Okay.
z is, that translates into what do they call it? The point estimator. Believe. Let me make sure though. That's what I'm talking
Okay.
about. Just this is used to parameter information.
Because I know in our preparation it asked us about the give us like a point estimate for the population mean, but then having them word it the true GMAT score is kind of
The
confusing.
point estimator, okay.
Oh, they're smart. They're very smart.
I think it is. I think it is would be that one.
The 1.96.
I think it's either that or the 526, but I think it's the 1.96. That's the.
Oh, yeah.
Which question are you guys on?
5.
Okay. What didn't we just think that was the 1.960?
Yeah, we were just making sure that it was.
Oh.
I didn't know if it was, but
Yeah, I don't know. It was confusing the way they before, so. Okay, well, we can stick with the 1.96.
okay.
So the next one, we're just looking for the margin of error.
Yep, the same equation that we used on top, I think. So
Okay.
just z times standard deviation over the square root of n. So 95 would be 1.96 times the standard deviation is 113.
So what's the
Over-
formula? I'm looking right here, and I see the margin of error. Is it that big one with the P?
Yeah, the margin of error. It says m equals z times standard deviation over the square root of n.
Now, we would include the 526 in this formula, right?
Well, the margin of error is just asking for the z-score. let's see. If you look at on the wiki page, if you go to the bottom, it'll show us some equations. And it says for the margin of error, it's calculated as m equals z over the standard deviation divided by
Oh, okay,
square root of
gotcha.
n.
I think I'm getting confused with the
Formulas.
confidence interval.
So the
Yeah.
z was the 1.96, and you're
Yep.
timesing it by the variation, which was at 113 divided by the square root of the 64, right?
Yeah, that's true. What did you guys get?
I got 27.685.
That's what I got.
Yeah. Same
It
here.
doesn't say rounded 3 decimals, but did we do that, I guess? Or no. Do we go up? I forget. Do we round up to the nearest?
What is the margin of error for the 95% confidence interval for the true? It says just give your answer. It doesn't say about decimal point. Didn't it mention something about always rounding up?
I remember that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know it was a sample size formula that you round up because there can't be like a third person or half a person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So will we just
But the
round it
margin
up
of
to
error-
28?
I think, let me,
Because the 6 will round up to 7 to an 8. If you round.
all right, I'm looking at a question here. I don't think they rounded. Let's see.
I just remember something listening to the videos about always round up.
I do too. I just wondered if that was like the sample size when there's people.
Yeah, it might just be with the people.
Yeah, I'm looking at a question in the book, and they didn't round up for their answer, but when they did the sample size, they had to round up.
Okay, but they didn't round up for the margin of error?
No,
Okay.
no, I don't. Sample sizes you round up, but I don't think margin errors you do.
Unless it happens to be a whole number that you come out with.
Yeah, like it's 27.685.
Uh-huh. So
Alright.
now, with question 7, would we use a different formula?
Yeah, for this one, you use the x minus z over the standard deviation of the square root of n.
Okay, gotcha.
But this time it'll be the x minus, so you're minusing instead of.
So what did we decide for 6?
Just keep it, so don't round it up. Just keep the decimal places.
Okay, the 27.685?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so the z-score is 1.96 times square root of 60 or 113.
Oh, wait, for the confidence interval, don't we include the 526?
Yes. Yeah, and at the end of the equation, you'll either subtract it or you'll plus it. But it may come out as a negative number when you subtract it, but just it'll always stay a positive. But it'll be the minus part. So if it looks negative on your calculator, it's a positive.
Okay, gotcha.
That's how I figure. So 1.96 times.
So what formula do you use for this one?
If you look in the wiki book, it'll at the bottom, it'll be of the 3 formulas, it's the confidence interval formula, which is the x minus.
Okay. So it's
Okay, did you get 498.315?
You got 498.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 496.315.
okay. So I see the formula. What number is the x?
That would be
520.
What?
yeah, that's the
What number is the x?
526.
Oh,
my
I see.
bad. I'm sorry, sir. I put 524, not 526. So it
Oh, no,
And
you're
then
all
we
good.
know the z is what, the 1.96.
yeah.
Now,
I was,
do we have to do both the minus and the plus?
for this question, we do the minus, and then the next question, we'll do the plus.
Ah,
So it's
I
called the
see.
lower limit.
Yeah, this is the lower one. Okay.
Yep. Oh, soup, my bad. 524. So, oops, my bad. 685 minus 5. Oops, 526. I got 498.315.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I got.
So 498.395. 315. Okay. Then it's just basically taking 27.685 and then plussing 526.
Yeah. So that's the only thing that changes.
Yeah, it's the only thing. The z-score, the other part, the exact same. We just plus it.
Mm-hmm.
I got 553.685.
So did
Yeah.
you get 498.315?
Correct.
A point
That's
three
lower.
one.
Question 7.
315. That's for question 7, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. 498.315. So then for 8, you just do the same thing, but you plus them.
Yeah, you just plus it. Yeah. I got 553.685.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Same here.
So what is it? It's just the 27.685 plus 5.6. I got 553.685.
Yep. That's what I got.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Lovely. Woohoo, we're halfway done.
I know, right?
Okay, number 9. What would happen to the width of the confidence interval if Gina increased the sample size? I remember this. Doesn't it increase?
It does. I watched some of the videos, and he says,
Yeah, I watched those videos.
he says, what happens to the width of the confidence interval as the level of confidence and the sample size increases? He says, as the level of confidence increases, the width of the confidence interval increases, so it'll increase.
Yeah. I think we had a question and then the prep lesson, the number 12, it was just the opposite. It was if it gets smaller.
All right. So, yeah. So basically, then if you would decrease it, it would decrease it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Number 10. What would happen to the width of the confidence interval if Gina changed it to a 99% confidence interval? Would it increase, no change, or decrease?
Looks like it'd probably increase.
Let's see, to make sure we can go to the app and then try it. 99. It's 2.56, so 6 times. Oops, my bad. 2.576 times 15 divided by it increased it definitely 36 minus 26. Decreased it, yeah, is what it did.
Increased or decrease?
So the lower limit was 489. And the upper limit was 526. So there's a lot more spread.
So the 99 made the width get bigger in the applet, right?
Yeah, so it made it bigger. And so then the chances too for the mean to knowing it also spread that out. So the confidence interval. So and so yeah, my answers were 49 and 562 for a lower and an upper limit. So is that increasing or decreasing? Kind of thing. I don't think you're increasing the confidence interval because it's, I don't know.
Oh, well, okay. In the prep assignment, on number 10, it says from the sample size of 50 to 100 made it decrease. So I wonder if the same would happen if you took the margin of error and changed it to the 99%.
But that's changing the sample size. Remember, on number 10, they changed the sample size from 50 to 100. Right? Our question doesn't ask anything about sample size. It says what happens to the width of the confidence interval. It just got bigger.
It increased because it
Okay.
it increased dramatically.
So just increase then.
I think so.
Okay. So what would happen to the width of confidence if it increased the sample size? Okay, so then I think we need to go back for number 9. The confidence interval increase the sample size, it decreases. Because, right, Sarah, look at number 10 you were saying, and it says, notice that the margin of error gets smaller as the sample size grows larger. So as it gets bigger, so if she increased it, it got smaller.
So 9 might be decreased?
No, yes. Yeah, I think 9 is decreased, or 10 is increased.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that was kind of confusing me a little earlier. So. Okay, and 10 is increased. All right, that makes a little more sense. 4 more questions left.
All right, question 11. All right, so Bright Bulb Light Bulb Company is planning to study to assess the average life expectancy of their light bulbs. They know the standard deviation is 400 hours. They want a 95% confidence interval with a margin error of 50 hours. What sample size?
Isn't that the third formula at the bottom of the page?
Yeah, it is. So we'll take the Z, or 1.96. 1.96 times the standard deviation 40, or 400, I mean.
So this, so is 95% 1.95. That's a z-score of 1.96, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so 1.96.
And you times it by the variation, which is 400.
400, correct. And then
And you're
divide by
dividing it. What's the m?
the m is the margin of error, and
Oh,
they
so
said
it's
around
50.
50, and then you put that in parentheses and then square it.
Oh,
I
lovely.
got
So
245.86.
1.960 times 400 divided by 50, and we
Yeah.
want to square that. Did
I
you
got
get 245.8624?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we'll round
Now
it
it
to
says we need to round up to the nearest whole number.
246.
Yeah.
246.
So 246 is our sample. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Almost done.
When I
Okay.
actually have the formulas, I can do this, and it's not confusing.
Yeah, I know.
Not too bad.
Okay. The next one, the mean salary of actuaries, thank you, is mean is 100,000 and the standard deviation is 36,730. You're interested to know if the mean salary for women actuaries is different from the population mean, but are not sure if it is higher or lower. You set up a hypothesis test with level of significance of 0.05, and then your null hypothesis is 100,000. Your alternative is not equal to 100,000, and then you collect a simple random sample of 36 and find that x equals 111,000. Use this information for the last 3 questions.
Okay. All right. So what is the lower
That's a lot
limit?
of information.
So let's put that in the equation.
What is the
So now-
lower limit?
So now would we use that second formula?
Yep, 1.96 times
Okay.
our standard deviation of 30. Wait, my bad. Of
We have
36.
to- We would do the, what is it, the 1011, the 1000. You're minusing it by the z, but what was the z?
The z is you take the 95, put it out to the normal probability applet, and we get 1.96.
Wait, is
Where does it say 95%?
oh, never mind. Here we go.
Right just before after question 12, it says what is the lower limit of 95%?
Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it now.
I
So
know.
95,
I wasn't seeing it either.
1 point. Yeah, I was tricky. It wasn't with the rest of the question.
It wasn't
Information.
the same.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So
The
then we're
square
multiplying
root of
that
36.
with the square root of
The
36.
lower limit.
Standard deviation is 36.
All right, I got 99,001.
$99,001. Yeah, me too.
I guess if it says round to the nearest whole number, it would be 99,002 because it was 0.53333.
Yeah. 99,002.
What did you guys get?
99,002.
Because we rounded it up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, this time they asked us to round an inertial number.
Round to the nearest whole number. Okay. So it is 99,002 2002.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Perfect.
Is the next one now? We just want the upper limit.
Yeah. Just take
So we
the
would just
11.
take the 11 0, and we add it to 1199 8.4.
You guys get 122,998.
Yeah. Would we round it down and
I
keep
got
it?
122,998.
Would,
Now, this one,
would we round it up to 9 or down to 8?
You leave it at 8 because 4 is a down number.
Okay.
because I
Because
think
then
we're
you
doing.
get 0.4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 0.4.
I got 0.4667.
We only do that like for the sample sizes because when it's already a decimal above that whole number,
Uh-huh.
it can't. You don't go down any further because that's data you already have, so it has to go up to the next number.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay.
I think that's why we do it that
So
way.
you guys got 122,998, right?
Correct. Last question.
Yes.
Yes.
You know the formulas.
Oh, this is easy.
Okay. What does it say? There are 3 requirements that need to be checked when computing a confidence interval. They are a simple random, obviously, sigma is known, and all of the above.
It's all of them.
Isn't it all of
Isn't
the
it?
above? Because in the question it says there are 3 requirements. So it can't just
Yeah.
be one of them.
I know. That doesn't even make sense, right?
No, they gave you the answer. They said it's all 3 because it has.
Like
So you
no
put all
one
of
should
the
get
above?
that one wrong.
Yeah, all the above.
Awesome.
All right, submit quiz.
Let's see how we did.
Submit. I love how there's like 50
5, I
billion.
guess is wrong. I guess the point estimator must be 526 then.
So it would be the mean, even though they didn't say the mean.
Yeah, because actually in the equation, the x bar is the point estimate. That's my bad. Yep.
It was kind of confusing, honestly.
Did you get for number 7 and 8? Did you only get half a point?
Yeah, that's all they did. They only did half points because of the
Oh, I
because
see.
the numbers were just
Okay, so we just
Like,
missed 1.
the
We just
number-
missed 5.
Uh-huh.
I think it's 526 because the x bar, that's the point estimator, and we just need to put that in.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I mean, I
I-
can't think of it being anything else, so.
Yeah, it's just the because I mean I was looking at it and x bar was point estimator, but I was like, no, wait a minute, I don't know. Should listen to my first thought and then
Well, we did good, so good job,
So what
guys.
did you think the answer? What was that, number 5?
The question 5, you say?
Yeah, question 5. It wasn't the 1.6. What did you think it was?
526.
526 because looking back, the when it says a point estimator in
Yeah,
the equation, the x is the point estimator. So
I think you're right.
Yeah. That one was just a little confusing.
yeah, because the question above it was obviously x bar is the point estimator, and we got that wrong. So
We got that one right.
yeah, exactly. So I don't know why we didn't do it in the next one.
That's okay.
It's all right.
All right. Well, that was good.
You get it?
Okie dokie. So on Thursday, are we meeting at 8:15?
Yeah, since my schedule still hasn't changed, I think when they redo the schedules, I'm just gonna say I can't do Thursday evenings anymore because in my homework time. So I'll definitely let you know if that does change. But yeah, for now, if 8:15 still works, that'd be
Okay.
good.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
And I'll get the video up on the board, discussion
Okay.
board.
Awesome.
Oh,
All right, good.
perfect.
Thanks, Travis.
Okay.
All righty. We'll see
All
you.
right. Have a good night,
See you
guys.
guys later.
Bye bye. Bye bye.